name is Keshante Chantel and welcome to my channel. So if you are tuned into this video, it is because you are interested in the new Anastasia Impeccable Blurring Second Skin Foundation, and I am here to give you a review on it, okay? This foundation is starting to create a little bit of a buzz. It came across my TikTok and it looked very promising, so I picked it up and we're gonna do a little review on it. I'm really excited. I'm wearing the foundation. I had the opportunity to wear it for a couple of days and I feel like that was going to generate the best review for me versus just putting it on for the first time and just giving like a first opinion of it. So if you're interested in seeing a review on this video, stick around. Don't forget at the end of the video to like, comment, and subscribe. Join my beautiful online family. And guys, we're gonna jump straight into this review. So this foundation is said to deliver long-lasting coverage. It has a medium to full coverage, buildable matte velvet-like finish. So using protection blur technology, this foundation is supposed to blur out your skin and give you that focus filter look. And honestly guys, we're gonna put it to the test so we can see, does it give you that focus filter ready look? So this foundation is supposed to blur out your pores. It also has hyaluronic acid. So even though it has the matte formula, it is still gonna hydrate your skin. This foundation is supposed to give you a flawless, seamless finish that lasts up to 12 hours. So this foundation comes in, of course, a glass bottle. I'm obsessed with the gold top. I feel like the packaging just looks really super chic. And so the pumps that I noticed, of course, they are short pumps. So I found that when I started using a foundation, I did have to use a little bit more of it than the typical average pump. I feel like for me, I normally do 3 to 4 pumps and that will do a full face for me. But I actually went in with a lot more pumps than that. So it wasn't concerning, but I felt like I was using a lot of foundation or having to do too many pumps. Of course, I started off with my Bobbi Brown primer. I always use that. It is just one of the best products and I feel like it worked really well with the Anastasia foundation. The color that I chose was a 4WO, which is basically warm olive undertone. So this foundation comes in 25 shades, which I feel like when I looked at the shades, there was something for everyone. Anastasia, to me, I've always known them to be inclusive, especially with their luminous foundation. Now I use this basically to contour and bronze. I do have another lighter shade, but I just wanted to point out that I'm not new to Anastasia's foundation. I absolutely love their products. So I felt like if they typically do make really good products, this foundation was going to be a good product. Now, when I started blending the foundation, I noticed that it does blend very good, but because of the matte formula, it is a little drying. It's good that they incorporated the hyaluronic acid into this foundation. I did get a very smooth, seamless finish. And I also love the color. Sometimes when I go for like a warm undertone, it can either transfer too warm or it can be too light, and there's typically no in between for me. So the fact that I was able to choose this shade, and like guys, as you can see, even with my bronzing and stuff, the foundation shade still looks really good. So what I decided to do was basically wear the foundation for a couple hours at work and then come back and give like a little update on how I felt the foundation was holding up throughout the day. And basically this was my review. All right guys, the time is 2:55. And I just wanted to do a check-in. So it's been about 5 hours in the makeup. There's just a little bit of creasing around the mouth area, but outside of that, everything still pretty much looks good. And so yeah, like so far so good. I'm still impressed. So based off the performance of me actually having worn the foundation for a couple of days, I will say that I am very impressed with the foundation. Now, if you follow this channel, then you know that I am a NARS girly, hands down. I absolutely love their foundation. And I haven't really found anything that I feel like is super duper comparable to it. And I feel like this foundation is a really good foundation. I'd probably say I would put it in my top 5 of all foundations. Now, I didn't get a lot of transfer throughout the day. So like, even though you saw there was a little bit of creasing around the mouth area, the foundation still held up pretty good. All of the areas that I set it, and I typically don't set around my mouth too heavy with powders. So again, I have, as you can already see, I have the smile lines. So any sort of creams or liquids is going to crease in those areas. The price point of the foundation I felt was pretty decent. It's typically your normal high-end foundation price point, at least a starting point. It was $46, and I think with tax I paid like maybe $49, which is still not bad because of course like my Bobbi Brown foundation is $57, and then my NARS foundation is in the $50s as well. So I feel like Anastasia is not necessarily known as being high-end. When you think of brands like Chanel and Dior, this foundation really does stand up to those. And if I can compare this foundation to anything, I would say the Dior Forever Flawless foundation is very, very comparable. But this is like cheaper than it, and it performs just as good. So again, guys, I love the foundation. If you are interested in it, definitely, if you don't want to make the big commitment, places like Ulta, also Sephora, they do give samples where you can try it out. But of course, there's always that good old handy dandy return policy if you absolutely hate it. But I think that you should give it a try because, you know, it's a really good one. And as you can see, it stood up to like almost 5 hours of wear, and by the time I got off from work, I still had it on. Anastasia did also release a setting spray, but unfortunately I didn't get the setting spray specifically because I didn't want it. I'm all about saving a coin, and if I don't need it, I don't need it. There's so many matte setting sprays out on the market, and I know like there's a couple that's just like really, really popular, and I feel like what's another matte setting spray? So I didn't pick that up, but there are tons of other videos that you guys can watch if you're interested in the setting spray. So I hope this video was helpful if you haven't already. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join my family, join my online family, and I will see you guys in my next video.